Welcome everybody to the Instacart 100 AIRL Weathertech Series, continuing its season here at Phoenix. Qualifying just getting ready to go underway. Phoenix, one of the more interesting tracks of the schedule, one that a lot of drivers are not really looking forward to, but we got to get it done. Looks like NPC will be up first for qualifying. As soon as Alpha actually lets them start rolling these cars. And there he goes. So over the practice this last week, I've been trying to follow in with different drivers, different teams, and it seems like it's the same general consensus. No one really likes these cars or this track. The cars being just very hard to get the lanes and runs right, especially here in turn one. And this is an older Phoenix model. You notice that the dogleg does not exist. And you can't cut it. Turns 3 and 4 people are kind of understanding, but again, just a tricky corner. And NPC nearly gets into the wall on exit there, but keeps it out and gets a 27.654 as their first lap. Ooh, scrape the wall on the top of turn 1. And that's going to be the end of NPC's second lap. Jinx in the 00, first time I believe that they have made a start. A 27.863 first lap. I mean, I'm not even sure what the fastest line is around here. Well, we'll hear from Coma in the actual race. Ooh, a 27.125. Top of the board. Or the 00. Next seems to be Ballin. Had a pretty good season here in the WeatherTech Series. And technically, Ballin is 11th in points, but with the amount of part-time drivers or D1 drivers that are racing in the WeatherTech Series, I believe that actually puts Ballin third in the actual point standings. We'll see when Alpha updates that document. But Ballin's first lap of 27.079. And does not come in for that second lap. Up next, looks like NPC, oh not NPC, Jake the Mechanic Fox, a 27.313. And then Goose will be the last driver to qualify, it seems. So a small field, and that's going to be the theme for this week. It's going to be a small field for AIRL. 27.313, no improvement on the second lap. Goose had quite a bit of practice yesterday, and we'll see if it comes to good use. Gets into the grass a little bit, probably not optimal. And, oh, really slow out of turn 4. A 28.8 as the first lap. Goose a 27.750 as the improvement. And it looks like we're having a couple of drivers being like, yeah, I don't want to race. Just making sure we don't have any more drivers wanting to qualify. And then to those drivers that aren't showing up just because the track and the cars are bad, I mean, it's impressive. Methods will be qualifying and probably be the 6th car. We'll see if everyone stays in the game unless they... I mean, I don't really get it. You show up, you qualify, and then you're like, oh, this track sucks, I don't want to race. Why'd you qualify? And, like, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, the track, yeah, sure, isn't awesome, but, like, it's not to the point where... like, it's drivable. Is it good? No. Is it great? No. But, like, if this is your limit to just not doing something, like, I don't know what to tell you when life comes around. Methods ties for 5th. It breaks the breaks the leaderboard. 27.750. See, that's an exact tie. You know it's an exact tie when it breaks the game. Right, I mean, sometimes you gotta do something that you don't want to do. You know, a lot of people don't really get that. Methods of 27.675 for the 2nd lap, and that will wrap up qualifying. And we can take a look at the point stand. Am I getting paid? Oh, so there's still something. I need Alpha to make. So that, in fact, will wrap up qualifying. We'll give everyone a moment to just figure this one out. Goose has a high level intelligence here. Okay. I was saying because apparently the stage is broken once again in AIRL, so we won't have any interviews up until I get a new stage and we figure out why this one is broken. But so I pinged Alpha, the league owner. It's like, hey, I need a new stage. And then Goose comes in, pings me and says stage is broken. I'm like, yeah, I know, I said that. Like, I know. I mean, yeah, we've had that issue before where people can't hear anyone up in the stage. Now it's just, I mean, we heard it last week with Coma. Turns the stage into a static simulator. Very loud static simulator. Alright, so Ballin, Jinx on the front row. Jake does in fact want to race. He's starting in third on the inside, and then NPC on... Oh, sorry. NPC on the outside. Goose and Methods catching up to the field, as will be green next time. Take a look at our race information for tonight. Pit window, Avento predicted about 30 laps, but... Or, I think he predicted about 30 laps for the tire run. It's 100 laps, 100 miles. Pit speed is very low, 65 sets per second. And it's also a very interesting pit road. We'll see if it causes any issues. We'll probably talk more about it in the D1 race. And that's at 5:15 later tonight. So Ballin on the front row, Jinx on the outside. So everyone goes down the front straightaway to the start zone, and we are underway here at Phoenix. Lap 1 complete, NBC holds the lead, Jinx and now Methods battling for second place as NBC tags the wall here on the outside. Goose up to fourth as Ballin and Jake battle in the rear of the field. Methods sent it in, gets to the inside. Goose all the way on the apron, pushes the 33 up. NBC holds on to the lead as Goose paddles big time up front. Field starting to single file out here. Ballin getting some spots back. Goose, big time into the wall there. Looks like NPC's got a faster line. Goose with the inside though, able to get to the quarter panel. Now is going to try to take the lead. And these two up front getting a warning about the wall. Saw it coming out of turn number 4. Sorry, corners are confusing when you're running an older track model. But when they were exiting turn 4, both of them were in the wall big time. Goose gets his first lap led. And comes down on Ballin. That actually gives Ballin the lead. NPC looking for the switchback. Gets to the inside. They're 3 wide for the lead. It looks like NPC with that switchback is able to get it back, and his method sends Goose into the wall. Goose just gonna hang on to the wall the whole way around the racetrack as NPC clears for the lead. And Ballin, big bumper. Oh my goodness, huge bump. Ballin showing his displeasure, giving Methods a little bit of feedback. And Methods does not have a brake pedal. It uses Goose that time. So far sent 3 drivers. I mean, NPC slammed on the brakes to not get sent there in 3 and 4. Actually, drops him back to 4th. He's going to be battling with Jake. Ballin will take the lead. Methods and Goose battle for second. But it seems like so far I wouldn't want to be in front of that 33 car. They all bump each other. They all sense it in. They're all going to go into the wall. Wallen's going to get the lead back out of 1. Method's going to look down low in turn 2, and there's Alpha saying, watch the sending. I mean, it's been all over the racetrack. Goose right there. Ballin looks to maybe hold on to the lead for a little bit longer this time. We'll see if he can hold it against Methods in turn 3. Ooh, Methods actually trying to run a little bit of a higher line. Might get a run here out of the corner. And ooh, no, there isn't really much of a high line run here at Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Watch the sending in turn 3. Watch the sending in turn 1. Jake now on the inside, trying to steal the lead away from these two. Methods will take the lead. Jake will still gonna fight for the lead here. Never mind. Gets to the inside. Ooh, a little door slam there. Goose falling with Jake as Methods up and into the wall. Oh, cuts in front of Ballin. Probably not the right move to do right there. Making it very obvious he got speed. Goose sends up the 42. Get to the inside and just made them both go up. You know, after NPC led the first couple of laps, Instacart really pushed to the rear. Hasn't been able to catch back up as these guys continue the battle for second place. Jake's going to start pulling a little bit of a gap. And Goose, Methods, and Ballin battling for second place. Ballin up on the outside. Methods going to get into the wall here. Seems like Ballin able to kind of make that outside lane work for him. Just as long as no one slams to the inside. Loses quite a bit of time there through 1 and 2. But right here, I think the outside lane gives you a lot of speed for 3 and 4. Just got to use it right. Oh, evidently Ballin didn't use it right. Methods goes pretty wide there. Ballin's going to get the spot back now. Has the inside on Goose. Goose getting a good mid-corner run, going out wide into the wall. Lets off, and Ballin will secure second place. Probably should have allowed off a little bit more. Some more bumpers through turn 1. Oh, and Goose bumper carring. Sends Methods up with him. Tag that rear quarter panel. They both drop back, and now Ballin's going to have some breathing room. And Ballin half a second back now. Method sends it into turn 1. Thought he was going to just wreck Ballin there. But kept the car under control. Methods got caught up on the apron. Ballin just extremely slow out of turn 4. Not sure what the issue was for Ballin. NPC getting back with this group as Jake now gets about 1.5 seconds of a lead. Ballin in the grass. That's probably not going to end well. Goes up the racetrack. NPC gets down to the inside. And, oh, Ballin shoving a little bit. NPC able to keep the spot. Method sends it almost through the middle. Wasn't quite enough of a gap to go through the middle. Goose goes into the wall and roll right to the exit. See if Alpha catches that one or not. That should be a warning. Looks like Alpha didn't catch it. Method's going real wide. I think NPC did as well. Bunch of dead heat across the line there for second and third. Goose found the inside, just kind of dove it in. Oh, comes down on Ballin. I'm sure Ballin's going to show a little bit of feedback. Can't even get to the bumper, and probably for the best. Most likely would have killed NPC if Ballin did anything. NPC going out wide. Ballin getting some help to go wide. Can Goose break away from this little pack? He's got a little gap here, but so far little gaps have not been enough to clear the field. I think Jake got a little bit lucky when all these guys continued the battle and he broke away. Ballin sends it in on turn 3. Goose is going to go up into the wall. Method's going to come with. NBC says hi as well. So everyone visiting the wall that time round. Giving it a good friendly visit. Ballin up into the wall. Oh, Ballin cutting down on Methods. Actually helped Methods with rotation. But then they get the switch back at the end of the corner. Ooh, that was risky. Interesting how they're getting into the wall on the exit of 1. Now, that's not a wall that I thought people would get into, but of course I never test these cars. I only tested the faster Sunoco Cup Series cars. Oh boy. They run wide on the exits. I will say they are slowly catching on Jake. It's now down to a second instead of a second and a half. Jake losing some speed here. And the field. Oh my god, what a send! Oh man. That one was pretty bad. Cars locked up. Goose really didn't send that hard, but that tap just sent NPC's car straight to the wall. So now NPC kind of breaks away from the pack, is right up with Jake. See how long this pack takes to catch up to them. NPC stayed down low that time around. And you see NPC just now half a second back, and Goose sends it in. Big time turn 1. Almost takes out NPC again. Goose, oh, puts the car. You cannot. Oh no! And there they go into the wall. Goose really just trying to take out NPC, and NPC showing great exception. Goose having the audacity to even give back. And there is a warning for Goose. Good to see NPC didn't get one. Like, I mean, just for the third time, not the third time, no, the third time. He sent it in, expecting a different result. I mean, this time there was no room there on the inside, and just took a gap that wasn't there. And you can see the retaliation by NPC. Very warranted. That drops NPC back to 4th place. Now it's going to be Ballin that is with Jake. And now the 45 is going to get a warning. I don't know if NPC's too happy with the call there. Ballin almost was able to get it there as we got this battle for the lead. Ballin and Jake Ballin, a veteran of AIRL, full-time here in D2, part-time in D1. Jake, a rookie this season. Ooh, a little bit wide. Ballin going across the outside. As we reach about the end of the tire run. Oh, we're going to see some green flag stops here probably soon. So far, not able to get around that 42. I mean, he's been trying to go around the outside, which is just, I mean, it's not the fastest way around here. Especially to pass. We get a good run on the exit of turn 4, but that's really the only place it's getting any advantage. Oh, Jake coming up again on the exit of 1. Second time that they've done that, and Ballin's going to get the switchback going into turn 3. A little bit of contact. Ballin getting the nose up front. Can Jake get a run out of turn 4? No. Ballin takes the lead back here. Jake's going to battle for it, though. Bumper to the back of the 19. Oh, and another tap coming out of the corner. They bang doors again going out of turn 2. Ballin not going to be able to get the switch back here. It's going to hang it up almost into the wall as our first pit stops. It's going to be Methods, the first one to come down pit road. And as well as the Jinx. Jinx also coming down pit road for their first stop of the day. Again, it's probably going to be a 2-stop or maybe 3-stop race, depending on if we get a caution. Jake's still holding on to that lead. Took it back and just holding on with it. Ballin just sitting back in second. These tires got to be down in the 50% range at this point. I thought Ballin was going to come in that time. Hung it way down low. It's going to block Goose. That's the second time Ballin just loses like a ton of time in one corner. I don't know if it's lag or if it's just a horrific line. pit stop. NPC coming down pit road. Takes the first box. I mean, you guys know how I feel about people taking that first box. UC getting out now. A little bit of a late reaction time as the battle for the lead heats up once again. Three cars left to pit. Jake Ballin and Goose. Ballin really trying to get around this 42 car. See when these guys come in. We'll see if the undercut or the overcut is better. Nice switch back by Jake. You know what? Bede asked it in chat. Oh, I'm trying to tell Bede that. Shush, Yummy, shush. So the reason that the #1 pit box is bad is battle for the lead getting a little heated here. But why the first pit box on pit road is not good? Like the first one right there at the entry of pit road. Because it's the longest time going down pit road after you've already got your stop. If you're at the first pit box, your car gets up to speed, and then you're already out of pit lane. I mean, I'm surprised these three have still stayed out. How long these three will stay out for as Ballin gets the lead back. Oh, whoa, Jake. No, what was that little move? I mean, Jake's done this for the last, I don't know, 50 laps. But it's just the car just goes up the corner right here on the on the exit of turn 1 into turn 2. That almost just took out Ballin. I mean, it slammed into him, and Ballin's giving a little bit of a door bang back, but that time almost was bad for Ballin. Would have been nice for the rest of the field to get a caution. And Jake will head in this time. And we do not have any speeders. We'll see if this strategy really works. And Goose will come in this time, so Ballin, as per usual, will be the last car. Man, he gotta go really slow in the pit lane. Yeah, I mean, it's a slow pit lane, but man, that is slow. So we'll see where everyone kind of comes out at. We'll see. Where everyone kind of is, I guess. Right now, this is the only pack, but I think Jinx is in the lead in terms of pit stop. Might have taken 2 tires. Ballin continuing to stay out. Honestly, Ballin might... Oh, there it goes. Ballin coming in this time. Only a matter of time. He has a good entry into pit lane. And there goes the supposed leader by quite a margin. And let's just take a look at where Goose is. Goose was right with that main pack. Oh, wow, Goose is far back. So it'd be NPC, the next car, and you can see it's like half the track. So obviously a quick pit stop from the 00. And whoa, these two. Oh, what are they? Oh, typing mid-corner. And yeah, the 33 will get a warning for that. NPC says it's all good. So good to see the conflict resolution. And yeah, the overcut, definitely not better. I mean, Ballin's coming back way far out. Goose, not sure why Goose had such a bad stop, but it's probably coming in the pit road. That's probably why we saw, or there was a question about why drivers are so far back, is because of entry to the pit road. And you need to get down to pit speed, but and apparently pit speed was set to 65 on entry. So that freaked out all the drivers, because that is a low pit entry speed. Usually you get a little bit of leeway coming in, but I guess not with today. So yeah, I mean, Jinx is going to have a 10-second lead. We'll see if that works for the rest of this race, so unless those tires really fall off. It had to have been a short stop. I think that time is definitely counting down fast. NPC trying to, take second place. Methods came down. No real issue caused, though. NPC's going to go out wide in turn 4. That inside lane is just really the better lane for 3 and 4, even if you can get a run. Jake getting into the mix up front now, looking to take this, well, I'd say the lead, but this is just for the battle for second place. And that time really isn't going down. I think Jinx might have found the strategy here, as long as we keep it up for another 20 laps. Yeah, the undercut obviously better than the overcut. We'll probably see that in the race later tonight for the Cup Series. Strategy is going to be one of those major things. And that'll be all discussed in the pre-race show. So, I mean, right before 5:15, so around 5 o'clock, gotta start the pre-race show. We talk about a couple of extra topics, get some of the information out there if you weren't tuned in all week. Of course, AIRL, if you want to join this league, D3 is the open series, so you can drive the trucks around, and honestly, I might start doing that. Oh, Ballin! Oh, Ballin! Alpha immediately is going to look at that one. We're going to look at that one too. What? I mean, Ballin's going to give a little bit of a push, and then goes wide. So sends the corner and then goes wide. So this will most likely be a warning on the 19 for excessive shoving. Ooh, NPC not happy about it, showing some feedback to the 19. And Ballin, I don't know if he's the best person to show feedback to. Doesn't really take it as constructive. And there's the warning. I didn't even notice that Jake has pulled away from this main group once again and actually is making up time on Jinx in first. It's only down to now 6.5 seconds instead of 8. Well, I'm also looking to get away from this little pack. NPC down to the inside of the 33. Oh, Methods. Big bump to the back of the 45. NPC kind of uses the wall. And again, Jake really cutting down that time. Now 5.5 seconds. Ballin's knocked it down to 7. And NPC just still at about 8.5 back. Oh, and this is going to be that little kind of boring period in the race where kind of just calming everyone down. Everyone's nice and spread out. Still got another maybe 10, 20 laps till the next pit cycle comes around. So it will probably be a 2-stop race. Actually, speaking of pit stops, here comes Methods right now down pit lane. So the first one to go on the second run, and we saw that the undercut was way better than the overcut, at least so far. Jake was one of the later cars to come down pit road. Still currently staying in second place. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, I think it's a little bit too early. You still got a full run left. And so, I mean, you'll be great here early, but as soon as we get down to those final laps, it's going to be, your tires are going to be cooked. So far, everyone else stays out of pit road. And actually, someone else, NPC, comes down pit road right now. So NPC, the next car to come down pit road. We take a look at our leader. 00 came in on that first round last time, but we'll see how long it takes for Jinx to come in. Jinx said, uh-oh. Ginty tried to be a crew chief. And yeah, you can see it. The gap down to 3 seconds. Jake is catching up and catching up fast. That shortstop, I mean, I'd say come in right now. You'd have to come in right now if you're Jinx. I mean, you could try staying out for a little bit longer up until Jake maybe catches you, but oh, what was that? Maybe a little incident from the 00. Saw those tire marks. And stays out another lap. Jake and Ballin, though, they're catching up quick. 2.2 seconds this time by a full second gained that lap. 29 laps to go. And then still 4 cars yet to pit the second cycle. NPC and Methods coming in with like 34 to go, so pretty early. $1.7 now this last time by. Although Jake's gonna have some company. Ballin has been slowly approaching now. We saw it time and time again that they've battled when they really should have worked together. And you gotta wonder if this is one of those moments where you should be working together, not battling. And working together here just looks like not passing. So far, Ballin looks like he's just gonna... Oh, there's a send into turn 3. Ballin takes second place away. And it looks like they won't be working together. And the time starts the night. Yeah, there you go. The time already now. They continue the battle, and they're going to start losing time on Jinx. It'd really be better if just one of them led. I mean, sure, Ballin might be faster, but like I just let Jake lead, get up to Jinx, and then go by and start battling. Of course, you can't be taking lines like that if you're going to be holding the lead, but they're down back to a second, so they started gaining time again. Ballin just kind of maybe realized they should just be helping, not hurting. 25 now coming up on 24 laps to go. Yeah, and that's yeah, exactly, Genty. I'd say you probably should come in within now and then maybe the next 5 laps. The undercut is better, but you need to have a little bit of tire just for that finish. Of course, with how early NPC and Methods pit, it's really going to be a toss-up who we see having the battle at the end. I think they just did it too early. I would have done it maybe 6 laps ago myself. I mean, they went about 40 laps on tires. I think pitting with 30 to go would have been the smart option. And they've caught up. And now I would say this is the time to pit for Jinx. They've caught up. They're here. Oh, and there he goes. Held it on the bottom. Jake was like, yeah, I'm just going to move you out of the way. And, I mean, Jinx is on at least 50 lap old tires. So I'd say this is the time to come in. And, yep, makes the same decision. Jinx down pit road. So it'll be interesting to see when they come out. Now, will these two pit? I mean, Top bringing up a theory that they can make the distance. And, you know, what we saw from Jinx, they probably can. Jinx was out on those tires for a long time. Last pit was around lap 30 of the race. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe Jake and Ballin played this strategy right going long to make it a one-stop race. Yeah, then that's the Jinx bringing up a good point. Tires below at 50%. At least that's our main theory, is that it's at 50%. And so there is Jake turning the ball a little bit there down the back straightaway. Goose is the only other one to stay out so far. Although Goose, honestly, is going to get passed by the lap cars. Looks like Ballin's gonna start pulling away here. 17 to go next time by. And this is going to be interesting to see. I mean, Ballin and Jake, they could theoretically make it on tire, I think, as long as they get lucky with the tire blowout script. And honestly, I mean, it might be worth the gamble. We're not at Las Vegas anymore, but the gamble might be worth it. NPC able to take 4th place away from Jinx. Jinx really was banking on that first pit stop. $15 laps to go. And you know, maybe this is why I don't do strategy. Can the tires make it to the finish? That's the question for Ballin and Jake. I mean, Goose is just 6 seconds out of the picture. Honestly, he could probably coast around this place and still finish in 3rd. Ballin sitting 11th in points, and that's just with the part-time drivers. Without the part-time drivers, Ballin's right now 3rd. And then Jay currently leading the points for the full-time drivers, otherwise it'd be Ginty part-time somehow leading the points. I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, Blaze and CHN are up there too, and I don't know how they're up there, but I guess it's just on starts alone. And I guess Ginty's been pretty consistent. No, he's only got 1 top 5. Never mind, he's not been that consistent. 12 laps to go, and it's just a waiting game for Ballin and Jake. Jake currently still sitting about 7-10 specs, but slowly dropping back. It's only a matter of time until they either blow a tire or the race finishes. We'll see what comes first. Just matters how unlucky these drivers are. NPC is pretty far gone from Jinx, and Methods is nowhere close to Jinx. And uh-oh, hold up, we got a tire blow. Tire blowout on the 00. Jinx blew a tire. Front right. I mean, we saw there was a short pit from Jinx, but that's a tire blowout. And that's going to force Jinx into pit road. Methods going to take... What is Methods doing? Why are you following? Go on the inside. I guess Jinx didn't get... Jinx might have taken another short stop and did not get... I guess didn't get right side tires. Which is strange. I mean, Jinx was what car that came in. I guess that shows you how much time he lost on the field. That is crazy. I cannot believe that. So, I mean, we stay green, but I'm just surprised we saw a tire blowout. And I mean, interesting part was that Jinx came in. He came in on the second round. So, I mean, I guess just try to do the same strategy they did earlier to get the lead. Well, obviously, that's going to backfire big time. Excuse me, backfire big time. B trying to join the race with 6 to go. 6 laps to go. And you can see that's going to put Jinx back in 6th, 3 laps down. Now Ballin 5 laps to go. He's got over a second and a half of a gap on Jake. NPC's about to unlap himself, or, well, I would say unlap, but actually just for second place. See how close NPC is to Jake. Right. Oh, yeah, a little bit behind. 4 laps to go. Will the tires last? And theoretically, even if they do, I don't know. Three laps to go. Ballin increasing the gap to 2 seconds, so I think Ballin's tires are just fine. Interesting strategy. This is going to be interesting for when the Cup Series comes around. And that's at 5 p.m. 5:15 p.m. Eastern. P-Race show starting around 5 o'clock. I know Yummy, who's been chatting, is definitely gonna take these results. All right, 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Ballin still has got all 4 tires, but Jake does not. Jake with the tire blow on the right front. Oh no. He'll get put down back to 3rd, but Jake blows the right front. Can Ballin make it through turn 4? Yes, Ballin's gonna be able to make it this one to the finish, but Jake blows a tire on the last lap. Ballin wins after a weird strategy race. Goose blew a tire too. Goose blew a tire. Ballin's gonna be the only driver that didn't pit that is able to make it. So him staying out those extra couple laps gave him the win. How about that? What a strategy by Ballin. The one time it works, the one time where Ballin just stays out longer than anyone else, worked. I cannot believe it. And Ballin's lowest tire, 40%. So not even that low. But the other drivers getting unlucky with their tires. And so Ballin burns it down in the very limited space we have. I mean, Ballin definitely was risking it. But the gamble worked, and it paid off big time. And I think because those extra laps he stayed out, he was able to make it work. I mean, Yummy, you gotta realize D1's a little bit longer too, but 120 laps. There's an extra 20 laps, and the cars are of course faster. So, Yummy, I know you're gonna go and start getting your strategy ready, but for the rest of us, that's gonna conclude the WeatherTech Series. I'm glad I was able to get this thing all ready to go, even though I woke up literal minutes before the race started. But, I mean, I cannot believe that Ballin was able to make it, and so far his tire hasn't even popped yet. But that will wrap it up here. Like, subscribe, comment, helps with engagement, all that fun stuff. Tune in 5 o'clock Eastern, around 5 o'clock, 5:15, for AIRL Sunoco Cup Series, going here to the same track at Phoenix. See how those guys handle it. And it turns out, even though the setups are not great to drive, it still produced quite the race. Of course, we might see more cautions in the D1 race. They race a little bit harder. And of course, there's probably going to be more of them. But again, that wraps it up here in Arizona. Thank you for watching the Instacart 100 for the AIRL Weathertech Series. Tune in later tonight, and of course, tune in to the MRL channel. They're racing at Auto Club on Sunday. Again, everyone have a good night, and we will see you later today.